Sorry, darling. Uh, I've never actually done this before. So can you send again? Because I don't know how to even do it. Like, oh, is that? Have I sent you? Okay, perfect. I think I get how to do it. I've never done it before. This is my first time.
It's your first live.
Yeah, I've never done it before.
Oh, all right. So I'm the first person. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Are you definitely over 18?
I've spoken to you before, you know.
No, I know. We've spoken before. I know. So I know you're
Yeah.
a guy.
I'm over 18. Trust me.
Hey, okay.
Are you?
Well over 18.
All right. But you know what? I'm not going to stay that long. Let
No,
me
no.
ask you a quick. Let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
What do you think it's about? Because the way
Mm.
I look at life like this, nothing in politics happens by chance. I don't know if you believe that or not.
Yeah, 100%.
Then this is layered, isn't it?
It is
It
very
has one thing they tell us, but there's really something else behind it. Agreed?
100%. And I agree, yes.
Right. So what this is really about, this is about rising up nationalism,
Okay.
yeah? But then on the other side, counterbalance it to ferment what I believe. In fact, I'm not going to say, I'm going to say this with chess, civil war. Because out
Okay.
of civil war, the government actually gets more power. Because why? What will they do? Just go back to 2020, lockdown. That's where we're headed.
So you think that this is just to create disturbance so we get extra surveillance, extra lockdown?
100%. Because you know why? People are clocking that their vote means nothing. People are realizing that no matter who you vote for,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And that's why I'm giving the example. If you study history, you'll see this all throughout history.
Yeah.
The Roman Empire started off as a democracy, actually. But then after a while, they started to realize opposite. It doesn't matter who we vote in, it's the same.
Yeah.
So in order for, we're still using the democratic process, but look at everything we vote for. We
Mhm.
actually don't get. I don't remember voting for the highest energy prices in the developed world.
Yeah.
I don't remember voting for congestion charge being expanded.
I
I
know.
don't remember. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I do.
And that's just your basic stuff. I mean, look at the cost of food. But they say Brexit. Give me a break. I could break that one down all day. We
I
are
know.
still.
Yeah,
Huh?
correct.
Pardon? No, I'm just saying, but we are still the second biggest economy in Europe. Brexit is 10 years old. You can't use that that argument no more.
Yeah, true.
I've
And
been, yeah,
and
God,
it's
God.
not like, and it's a thing where how I kind of see things as well is, do you think anyone can set up a stage on Whitehall?
Pardon?
Is if you've got a stage on Whitehall,
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if people realize that Whitehall is the same road as 10 Downing Street.
100%. I know, I'm always around there. I know around there
Do you get
like the
what I'm
back of
saying?
my
But
hand.
I think a lot of people don't even realize
Yeah.
that that stage was set up
Yeah.
in between 10 Downing Street
Yep.
and Trafalgar Square.
Miss, I do freelance photography part time, and I've been to all of these demonstrations.
Right.
And I'm telling you, this is what you call order out of chaos.
So
I don't know if you noticed a couple of weeks ago. Did you get that thing go off on your phone? That
yeah, I do.
emergency
I do.
thing.
But I think that's another faction of evil, though.
All right, but
I
listen to
think
this
this is a
now.
major power
But
struggle, power
but,
struggle right
but
now.
let's have a little think because it's good to think. This thing goes off like all phones. Tell me a movie where something like that happened. You should
Oh,
work
that's
this
it.
one out.
Like those kind of pandemic films, basically.
Basically, The Purge, wasn't it?
Yeah, purgy,
You see where
purgy.
I'm going with this? So this goes off. This is why they got us to live under lockdown for so long. Because let me tell you something. That's how they. And you notice since the lockdown, the rise of Uber Eats, the rise of Deliveroo, the rise of everything. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Hmm.
Yeah, because this is what's going to be. This is what they're aiming for. I mean, not to go too deep. Basically, this thing is just Luciferian. I'm just going to say it how it is. It's Luciferian.
Okay.
To
So
just
you're
cut back to the chase. This is not about control. This is about this is demonic.
right,
Just
right.
be honest with you. But it's masquerading under politics. There's never politics involved in this. Never
Right.
have
Well,
to.
I feel like we're essentially, especially under Keir Starmer, we are living under. We're living under a okay, no filter. Understand. Next time, jump on if you can. Like, hiya, Pappy. I don't know if you want to join this one. So I see it like I break things down. Like, no normal person can put a stage on Whitehall. This is a connected person. Right, you can't just pitch up a stage on Whitehall, especially
But,
if you're
but
posing
yeah,
as the alleged enemy of the current government.
that's my whole point.
It
That's why
doesn't
I
make
said,
sense. And but for me, the Civil War thing, I think we're too comfortable for
yeah.
that to ever happen. And really and truly, how are we going to have a civil war? Because I've been watching like rogue rogue YouTube footage of what everything that happened. Overall, the rally was super safe, but people are forgetting there was a Free Palestine march happening at the same time.
Yeah, they always do that.
That
They
side
it's controlled opposition, you
that
know that.
side was more aggy. But
Yeah.
there was a part where there were British people not even squaring up, but a lot they were talking to the right police. We're just talking two layers of right police now. There was one woman who was in tears, an English woman that was looking at them,
Yeah.
something I would do. So I rated her. She was looking at them, you don't want to do this, man. You don't want to do this job. I can see it in your eyes, man.
Yeah, this is it. I remember I go to them. I just didn't go to this one, but I used to
I'm
go
gonna
to
go
them all
next
the time.
year.
But I can't be bothered no more because I'll be honest with you. Call me when you're ready to trash the place. I'll just level with you because I've seen how these things
I
work.
don't think ultimate civil unrest is going to happen, right? This is
I'm
what
gonna, it will happen. I'll tell you why. But go ahead.
purely because we can't. There's a couple layers of riot police. We don't live in America. We don't have the Second Amendment thing with. See, in America, they can only push people so far in certain states because people have guns.
Yeah.
Like the Black Panther movement, the Black Panther movement. Sorry if I didn't let you join Mill, but I actually don't know what I'm doing, so I probably pushed you
Oh,
out.
I want to tell you how you do it. All right. If you go click the bottom, you'll see some squares. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you click on that, then you'll see who's requesting. It'll come up and you press that and then they'll be able to come up. Can you see it? If you look at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So I think so. Well, right now I want to send.
How did you get me up?
I think I pressed the invite and then you came.
Yeah, you can do that as well. You can click on the
just-
person. Sometimes invite will come.
Yeah, I think I just done that to Mill. I'm not sure. So
Yes,
something appears. But I will figure it out. But I can only stay on for about an hour anyway. But I'm gonna nip out and come back. But so reason why I don't think it works is because ultimately, people won't. We cannot fight the police. We don't have the resources.
Very true.
And those polices, those riot police were knocking 69-year-old women's faces. Like they were knocking elderly women. That woman that was like, you don't want to do this. To me, that's how I would fight the riot police. You don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like on an emotional level. Because they didn't. They couldn't even look them in the eye. They couldn't even. But once that lot quit their job, if it was to get more aggy and that lot didn't want to do it, they're gonna have another shadow layer resources to beef if they really wanted to.
Yeah. Well, that's how it works. That's why I said if you want to
100% they're gonna
know.
do that. But did you notice the middle classes? They don't want nothing to do with this rally
You know why? I'm going to tell you why.
because they don't want to be associated with the toothless racists.
But I'm going to tell you why though. Because it's not affecting them yet, but it will.
Because the middle classes. The middle classes are just drunk on their wages and they're just going to kick back and do.
But that's my point. But that's my point, though. So what can I call you? What can I call you? Culture.
Culture or K.
I'll call you K. So K. Let me tell you something, K. Right? Let me tell you something. It may look like it's not affecting them. Let me tell you something, K. Study history, right? This has been done before. That's why they call them revolutions. You know why? It's like a revolution. It comes back round again. Does that make sense?
Right.
It will affect them. And let me tell you something. All it takes is the right thing. Got to remember, property's overpriced. Yes or no?
100% overvalued.
So if you crash the market and suddenly people's what they call negative equity, you owe more than the house is worth. Don't listen. Don't think this is going to continue forever. It can't. It
Yeah,
can't. Okay.
yeah,
So when you see these people get affected, let me tell you something. People that got more to lose are usually nastier than people that got nothing to lose.
right.
That's been proven. And that's why I said they may not look like this being affecting them now. Slowly it is. Because I know people that I would say that were middle class, fell on a few bad times, went to the council. The council said, jog on, love.
Yeah,
Jog on,
because
mate.
if you're organised, you can sort this out. You didn't come with the right kind of application. You came if you.
Not even that. You're not entitled to nothing. This is what people do not understand. Darling, I've been in the system.
Right,
That thing can break you when you're told what you want us to do. What you want, it can break you.
right.
And if not everybody's got family, not everybody's got somewhere to. Do you understand me? And when you've had these things taken away and your dignity, these people will switch over. Oh, like that. Okay.
Right,
So
right.
I'm getting this. That's why I said. Also,
Did you watch
here's
the
another
rally?
scenario.
Did you
Go on,
watch the
go on.
rally? Did you
Pardon?
wa- did you watch the rally?
Oh, I had mates that went down there. As I said, I've been to. This is not the first one. I've been to
What's your
all the
background?
BLM ones.
What's your
What's my
background?
background?
Hmm.
My background? What do you mean? What my parents?
Yeah.
Oh, my parents are Caribbean. My parents were Caribbean. They passed away.
Are you like Windrush stock?
No, no, no. I'm like 40.
Well, that's the 40s. That's Windrush stock.
Is it?
Well,
Nah.
did your parents come on the Windrush? Or their
Granny did.
grandparents? Yes,
Gran, yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
a Windrush stock.
My lot come here young.
Yeah,
They come here young.
my
But
lot
Granny and them definitely come
with
on the
my
Windrush.
auntie. So my mum came young.
Yeah, like that sounds like me.
Yeah, so my mum came when she was like 16.
Yeah, my mum came here and done a little bit of schooling, not long.
Yeah, okay, cool. Right, and then they were handing out council flats like Smarties, but she lived in a house.
Oh, remember them days?
Yeah, I know.
I heard about them days, you know. You
Smarties,
should just take the
like,
letter and get a flat.
Smarties. My mum was housed in West London, and then she said there wasn't enough black people, and then they put her back to where we're from. Like
Okay.
just off of that sentence. I know it's funny. How the 70s
But
was.
do you see what I'm trying to? Do you see what I'm trying to say though? There's many things what these people are writing about. I mean, the last I checked, I've been there a few times, but I remember going into school, Dover. Like you went down there, like oh, okay, you walked around and you went to Calais. Remember the Calais, the booze runs people used to
I still
do.
do those. I still do those.
You still doing it? I
I
didn't know
still
that.
do.
Because
I come from. I got.
oh, that's messed up.
I still do it. No, I still do it. I do it every year. I go like a week before Christmas.
What part did you go, Calais?
Yeah, Calais. And then sometimes we drive down to Belgium as well to get tobacco. Some people get tobacco. It's like a coach. Yeah, I still do 50 quid ticket. Brixton, if you ever wanted to do it,
Nice.
pick you up. I still
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
Because I like French produce because I love going to Carrefour because everything from France is from France. So the produce is delicious. Can't beat it. The supermarkets may look messy, but it's better produce than Waitrose could ever have. Okay, so how I'm seeing the rally as well, there's there's a element of the rally and how people have been acting on TikTok, especially because TikTok has become the unspoken hub of geopolitical political speech online. Like there's no other app like it, you know. So what I'm noticing on TikTok that there's a lot of Muslim people posing as BOK or YT people, men or female, posing and they're trying to stir up racial hatred between
Yeah,
British black and whites.
yeah,
So I'm seeing this on a geopolitical scale as a as a power struggle between Islam and Israel posing as England via Tommy Robinson.
yeah. There's a lot of truth in that. 100%. Agree with you
So
on that one.
I don't think I have ever been in this space emotionally before about politics to the point where I have to even just really maybe think about where my brain is going to even come out because right now today I would class myself as pro-Israel.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, I would have to say yes to a degree, but I'm also want to just live my life and let them get
I
along with
know.
it.
Because
You
technically,
see,
we don't really have a dog in this fight.
no, as I said, the problem is that's why I said it's so deep, it's so intertwined.
Yeah.
It's you've got to look at something called Zionism. You've got to look why is there a vested interest because they want the temple rebuilt. Do you see where I'm going with this?
I'm this close to be into researching my heritage in the terms of can I claim Hebrew Israelite status?
No, that's why I said the guy. I should share it to him now. The guy, Sir Boss, he's Hebrew Israelite. You know that.
Oh, is he?
Let me share it to him. Yeah, one
Is
second. Let me
is
share it.
is is Zerbos Hebrew Israelite?
Big time, man. I'm gonna
This is
tell him to
what I'm
come up.
saying, and he's just regular Jamaican. And this is what I'm saying. Like, am I the real Jew after all?
But put it this way again. This is why it's fundamental to have a belief, back up your belief, because the Bible talks about they that say that they are the Jays, but are
Yeah,
of the synagogue of Satan.
yeah, I
Correct?
know all of that. But
So
there's another
therefore,
young lad on here.
this lot ain't the real ones. 100% I can tell you that.
There's another young lad on here who um who is talking about all of that stuff. It's a young I think a Caribbean lad. He goes into depth about all of that stuff and debates people about it.
That's
Um
why I said it is all messed up. To me,
it is super complex, but
100%, it goes
but
back centuries.
but but the way that I feel right now, I feel like I'm I want I feel like it should be Black Britain, English Britain, and Sikh Britain uniting.
Yes, I agree with you.
It has there's no other choice.
And that's why I said we have to at certain times we're gonna have to draw battle lines because
Yeah.
this other so-called religion that wants to and it does say it gonna take over. Let me tell you
And
something.
the
I tell
issue
you
that
right
I
now.
have about a lot of the Islamic like I went on a live maybe a couple of days ago, and then the girl was like on some, oh, can you can deal with this one, and I finished her in there, right? And then I was getting messages from people saying I can give you backstage tickets to the rally next year, and I'm like, right, I want to go. I happy do it, because they were on some trying to put me in a square to say that I hate this and I hate that. These times, the only people that give me hate on here is them.
But listen, let me tell you something, and that's why I said it will inevitably end up because the thing is they don't realize that they're being used.
Of course, they're
Makes
being
sense?
used.
Because you have to have a scapegoat, right? And if you look at it, they actually think like, "Oh my God, we're universal condemnation because we got the truth." No, your religion's pagan. I could dissect it all day long, but I didn't waste my time on them. But they're being used, but they're not gonna go quietly. This is why you're going to have lockdown, civil war, and this is where it's going to lead to. And
I
then, because
feel
remember,
like what they're doing, because what the reason why I squared the girl was because I said to her, "Can you name one European politician that went to that rally?" So can you name the political party that they were promoting at their rally? They were promoting Advanced UK.
yeah.
They were promoting and headed up by a guy called Ben Habib,
Oh, yep, heard of it. Ben
and
Habib.
he's a Pakistani English businessman
Yes.
who's got a business that floats on the stock market. He
Hmm.
made There was some kind of slightly dodgy dealings a few years ago, but they're currently turning a profit. So he helped fund that day. He's just a typical smarmy politician businessman who wants to
Yeah.
get his foot in the European government new order that they're going to bring in.
But remember, this is why history is beautiful because all these people, your Starmers and that, they come and they go. They're what you call useful idiots.
Yeah,
They just they're just the face that me and you see. If you want to know remember, real power is always behind in the shadows.
Yeah, it's a shadow government thing for sure.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, but what they want one world government. This is why they're creating what you call a universal citizen. Because remember, if you
I think
study it out, they want.
I think, but purely because of how they buoyed people in. Oh, so okay, Lou. Maybe next time. How they buoyed people for in COVID-19. I think they're going to pull
Yeah,
it off. I think they're going to pull it off via political confusion, as they always do.
yeah, 100%. But like I said, all they need to do, yeah, is basically go and do it again. And this is why I said they got you to live under that thing for such a long time. So that way, when it comes, you'll know 6 feet apart, whatever, blah, blah, blah,
No, but
queue
they
up.
can't be. The thing is, that thing. We're not Chinese. That thing isn't going to work. But that's why the only reason why they eased up. This is when the middle classes are handy. The only reason why they eased up their measures is because the middle classes stopped doing it. So then they look stupid to the rest of the world. So when they're
Let me
having
ask you a
their
question.
periods,
Let
when
me ask you a question, though, because this is important. Do you have a religious belief or faith or anything like that?
at this stage, for simplicity, I would say Christianity.
Okay, well then Christianity says that there will be a time of trouble, such as there never was a nation on earth. Yes or no? So there's no easing up. There's no, we just continue like this. It has to happen. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. Has to be fulfilled. No? And a lot of Christians are thinking that this is just going to carry on and on and on. What would be the point? There'd be no point of a Bible. There'd be no point in Revelation. There'd be no point in the mark of the beast. Do you see what I'm saying with this?
But when I'm but this is what I'm 100% right. But I'm the spookism stuff and stuff like that. Like I'm in a space now where we are already part of Israel. The minute I go to Marks and Spencer's, I'm an Israeli. The minute I
Yes,
go
but
to any supermarket, the minute I
I'm on
spend any
about
money,
the
I'm an
mark
Israeli.
of
We
the
are already
beast.
under Israel.
Yeah, but I'm on about the mark of the beast. Mark
But
of the beast is not Israel.
I never took the thing.
No,
So,
that's not the mark of the beast.
but what would
It's not
it
the
be
mark of the beast.
then?
That's why I said this is why I said it. This is where studying comes in because the problem is we're all out there. We don't know what this thing is, or don't we? I know what it is, but that's a whole nother life to do because
But
it's
what?
about comprehending it.
Right. Because
Makes sense?
I think that weird government text thing that we all got. I was actually in Waterloo Station at the time, and bare people's. It that felt like a film.
Yeah.
And then I was saying bye to someone,
Remember,
and then
remember they
literally
show you in movies.
simultaneously,
Remember, they always show you movies, though, don't they? It's called predictive programming.
yeah, and it kind of, but typical, all the middle class people went, oh, just carry on as normal, just carry on as normal, they carried on as normal. Nobody made a fuss, like, because England is that. That's why, in a way, England is funny because people literally don't turn it into an issue until it's an issue, and even
Can I tell
then,
you something? Can I tell you something,
all they're
though?
gonna do is cock up. All we are just 3 lockdowns away from a communist country, because already we are already being colonized by our brains.
Exactly. But here's
Because
the
you
point
can't
I'm
say
trying to
this and
make.
you can't say that and you can't say this and you can't say that already.
Political correctness is free speech. But what I'm trying to say to you is, if you was to go out tomorrow, see, there's a lot of things you can't say on this. I'm trying to talk in code, and
Right.
these so-called boat people or whoever it is that's here already, these other people, the moon worshipping people, was decide to go bang 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 bang. The rules of the game change. You understand where I'm coming from?
But in terms of the boat people, right? Like I said, I go to Rotterdam
You
Castle.
have just said to you have just said to you though, if they go out and decide to coordinate and go the rules of the game change
Yeah,
overnight.
because it's a lot of male
And
age
that's
people.
my point. And that's
Because
my point.
it's a lot of male age people that they're bringing in, no women and
And
children.
that's, but even the ones that are here, the point I'm trying to make is
So
this other.
but also they're army age.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you though, this other power, this other religion that wants to take over, remember, who are being used, when you put these people their back against the wall and they decide to just go on the train and go do, if you know what I mean by that, the rules of the game change, miss. It changes. This is why I said I can't say certain things. I've had 6 accounts taken down. I know my shit. What I'm trying to say is certain things I can't say. I tell you in personal message. But trust me, the rules of the game will change. Anyway, who's that?
Yeah. There's a
Oh,
new
you brought
one.
somebody up. You got them up in there.
Can you state your age, please, my love? You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, just give me 1 second, please. Just give me 1 second. All right.
Makes sense? Like I said,
Okay, well,
Kay.
and then the
Kay, they
difference,
crash, the economy crashes, Kay.
and you got to
Yeah?
wonder as
You know,
well.
you know that you can freeze your bank account now. Remember,
Oh
remember, there's
yeah,
a lot of things like central digital banking currency. There's a lot of things, Kay, that are gonna come in. Forget middle class. You ain't gonna go home and drive the Audi and sit in the Victorian house like that. They're coming for everybody.
right.
Everybody. That's how we've got to start thinking.
The thing is, I'm trying to be on a vibe where, um, is it gonna be that bad? Or is it just gonna be an industrial revolution that we just
Darling.
used to?
Let me say one more thing again to you. Matthew 24, and there shall be a time of trouble such as has never been before since the history of time. How much more? What other way do you want me to put it?
Yeah, and I think what
Start thinking like that. Kate. Start thinking like that.
they're gonna get the digital currency thing right, and they're gonna get people on it by maybe this is a new start. Here's 5,000 worth of this digital currency. But if you are under the government money, right? I reckon they're going to encrypt that money, and that's not going to be allowed to be used at certain places. Like oh, you've got that money, you have to go to the Old Kent Road as though you can't come to.
They're doing it now. Remember, why do you think they call it universal credit? Think
Yeah,
about
I
that.
know. No.
Makes sense? Do you know why? You know all this immigration that we're getting? Do you know China and all over the East as cities that are sat there completely empty? You know about that? Empty
Yeah,
cities.
yeah.
Now, think about that. And you got cities over there that got like mock Eiffel Towers and London. Who do you think this is for? They're expecting something, so people are going to have to. Do you see where I'm going with this?
They're basically saying we're gonna move like Vegas and put fake mock landmarks because you're not gonna be able to
You see it
travel.
now. You see it now.
So you're not gonna be able to travel and do nothing.
You see it now. Or destroy the West and then have us become the immigrants that have got to move over there. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I see what
Social
you're
credit
saying.
system. And this is why I said, think worst case scenario and times it by 1 trillion. Not a million, 1 trillion.
But do you know
No,
what?
no.
Yeah. Do you know what, Aubrey? I'm kind of low key bored that I would respect them more if they show who they really are. I would
They
low
will
key
never
have
do it.
I would low key have more respect for them
Doesn't work like that, Kate.
if they knocked
Doesn't
me
work.
down and they came in my door and knocked me out. I would have
Kate,
more
it
respect
doesn't
for
work
them.
like that. Then Satan wouldn't be a deceiver, would he?
Yeah,
Wouldn't be
true.
a deceiver, then, would he? That's why I said, Kate, if we are really gonna say we're Christian, we've got to start putting faith in the word, and the word says this is happening. This
Right.
is why I sit there and just think to myself, you know what? Hey, and it's because of we've been nonchalant for so long.
Yeah, we've been so. But I was calling lockdown communism with Netflix and
Yeah,
Deliveroo. Yeah, I was
I
calling.
like that one.
I was like, this is communism with Deliveroo. What's going
It's true,
on?
you know. It's true, you know.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
I don't know anybody. I was having parties in my house, everything,
Yeah, it was cool.
going
I was
out all the
chilling.
time, getting my bear, going along the River Thames with my speaker. Remember the
If
speaker
I never
boxes?
had a cocktail by midday, I was doing something wrong. But
Listen, man. Do you remember there's a little heat wave as well? Do you remember the heat wave?
that's when they had to ease up because nobody cared. That's when they had to ease up because nobody cared, and then they were becoming an embarrassment to the rest of the world. Because when they have their yearly summits, they're bending up thinking England ain't because Australia are rowdy. Australia were like,
Oh my God, yeah. Australia was rowdy.
especially with their beaches and that. So they had to ease up because nobody was listening anymore and they were embarrassing themselves.
And also, they were having parties as well. Because remember, they
This is
do
what,
show you these things.
yeah,
But also, it's the first time ever in human history that they've got the world to come together and agree. So this is where we now know that we can have global government now.
yeah, you
Makes
can.
sense? It's an experiment.
But I feel like the rally with the European politicians that what they were bringing out, it was an introduction, but I don't think the crowd got it. The public don't know. The people on here never watched it, so no, so they didn't, so they're not getting it. But to me, it was like an introduction to your future leaders.
Look at the person in the
They're going to
comment. They
get
know what they're
used to
talking
a
about.
German
See?
accent talking to you. That's what that is.
Weather manipulation. They unalive people. Yeah, yeah. No, they know what they're talking about. That's why I say when you do
Yeah, of
certain
course. I have
topics.
no problem for what Sam's saying. I worked in NHS. I know how greasy they are. It was probably the most corrupt
All right,
organisation.
okay. Here's another one for you. Do you remember during lockdown all them TikTok videos the doctors and nurses were making?
That was rubbish.
Really?
Yeah,
Are
I
you
know.
telling me we are in the midst of what they call the so-called, you know, and
Oh,
this is what they're doing? Come on, man.
it was a joke, but it sped
That whole thing was fake.
but it accelerated the industrial revolution. It got people working from home, even though certain people were already doing that. It got people working from home. It switched up things, but I don't think people are actually getting the industrial revolution. I don't think people are getting it, and people are gonna
No, they don't.
get swamped, and they're gonna fall behind, and it's gonna be bad. If you don't ride this wave, you're gonna drown. Cool pathways. What was everyone? The Jesuits own run control the whole stage.
Yeah, I just uploaded a video about it. That's why I said there's layers to this thing. There's layers.
There is
A lot of
layers.
people are not understanding the layers. Like an onion, the more there's layers, layers. A lot of people do not know really how this thing works. They're just looking at the world in 2025. This goes way back,
It does.
way back,
It does.
way back.
It's so nuanced.
People
It's
come.
so
I mean, look what happened the other day to Charlie Kirk. Look at that.
yeah,
Just look
but
at that.
that's part of
Look at
this
the time. Look at the time. Look at the timing, though. Look at what he was talking about, and then look
that's
what happened.
part of the theatrical stage too, though.
100%, 100%, 100%.
That's part of the theatrics as well. You know.
AI tech and start their pensions. Yeah, as I said, there's people that are just in it for money, but you've
But
got to look at the
personally,
spirituals.
I don't think the world's going to end. Really and truly, when have their plans ever gone 100% how they want? And COVID did wake a lot of people up. We have to admit that.
Well, again, that's why I said if you're into private interpretations, nothing more I can say. But the Bible says that Christ Himself shall ascend in the cloud with the hosts of heavens.
Yeah, but you've got to
So
watch out for that because they can just use the holographic thing with all of that.
yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you, before that come along, Christ Himself said it. So
True.
see, I'm going with this. That's why I said. That's why I said we cannot pick and choose. That's one of the things I notice a lot of people do. They look at
Yeah.
this and they think, yeah, but hold on a sec, we have the actual manual. Let's go by the manual. I don't care what their plans are. Let's go by the manual. It will not be like this forever.
So when somebody comes up and it says invite, when I press invite, it's like it pushes them off. I don't really get what to do.
Right, hold on, one sec, one sec.
And can I make you a mod or something?
Oh no. So, somebody said they can't come up at the mall.
Oh,
Oh, they say they got your invite.
oh, see, okay, fair enough. Yeah, and it's fine. I mean, at least you're. I don't mind just talking to one person who's passionate and has knowledge on something rather than a load of people who don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, it can get messy in it with 8 people in the box. I know what you're
Yeah,
saying. I used to do lives all the time, and the good thing about this here, it's not a BLK topic. I
no,
don't really do them because you know why?
no.
The world is a lot bigger than that. What's going on in the world is not BLK. That's
It's, it's
just
it's redundant.
it's redundant, hun.
It's
I agree with
completely.
you 100%.
It's for a little bants because let's not act like Caribbean people don't like a little bants and to rip each other apart.
Oh,
It's low key a part of our culture,
yeah.
but
But what I'm saying to you, Kay, is there's things in the world that affect us, whether you like someone with their natural hair or not. It's not going to change
not
what's
gonna
coming.
change. Yeah, because right
There's
now
more important things.
it's not about how you do your hair; it's what you know.
It's again, it's what affects us.
Yeah,
And the thing is, we could have overthrown this thing, but they're very clever how they've done it. Is they've actually softened, made us so soft and dependent.
they
That
have.
makes sense,
And
you
they
know.
and for them to stop the army training, right? And because you got to really think about it, the people that they're housing, did they go through army training? Or
Exactly.
are they from countries that they know how to put a rifle together?
And where would they
You've
get
got
it
to really
from?
think about it because why are there no women and
Where would
children?
they get it from? The
Where are
fact
they
that you
from?
see no women and children
And people got to
gives
understand
it away.
not all immigration is the same immigration, yeah? Because my mum had never seen snow before until she came here.
Yeah,
Be-
100%. I know what you're talking about.
Being an island girl is very different from coming from a war-torn country. It's very different. So when you're coming from a place where life is cheap and you actually know how to delete people,
Yeah.
right? It's different ball game.
But like I said, that's why I gave the example of Dover and these places there. If you can just get on a boat or dinghy or whatever, just come over like that, you technically are not a country no more. You're technically not a
Yeah,
country because you don't have a
that's
border.
the thing that's happening because, like I said, I go to Calais every Christmas, and I didn't go this year, but
Oh,
I go to huh? I go
no, I'm
to
listening.
I go to Rotterdam as well
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
via the boat as well.
All right.
So every time I go to Calais, I see the people who cross the track, and to be honest, they are black. They are African boys, beautiful, some dark skin. When you look in their face, pretty boys. They'll wave at us. They one year they tried to come into the coach, but you get fined 15 grand if they find you at the port.
Jesus.
So you have to watch the underneath of the coach because they climb in one man's back of his car. They're not ramping. They're not
Europe right now, Europe is a mess. It's a
But these
complete
people that I
mess.
don't, they may be Muslim, but they are definitely African descendant. I haven't seen.
Because remember, North Africa, a lot of North Africa, North Nigeria is Muslim.
Yeah, exactly. They could be Muslim, but I don't think they are just chances. And how did they get to France to then get on the boat to risk their life on? And people are saying
Darling,
how those. I mean, that's a different topic, but the ones that I see are African boys.
let me tell you
To be
something
honest,
now.
the ones that I see, they look pretty much harmless. They're just trying to
Let
team.
me tell you something now, though. This is why with me, I break everything down because of just the nature of what I'm like and the things I do for a living. If I was to say to you, right, Kay, let's meet now in London, and we used to say, right, let's go to Syria, right? And we just pack a bag. Do you know,
It sounds ridiculous.
along the way, remember, we're trying to wing it without money, Along the way, the phone's going to die. We've got to eat. Do you see where I'm going with this? There's many obstacles you come across
No,
just by doing that in itself.
I
So
know.
how are these people coming over here? Clothes are clean. Do they look undernourished? I mean, everybody's met somebody that's going for a bad time. You think, right, bruv, you're right, love.
They
You
don't
look a
look.
bit
They
rough.
don't look under. They didn't look. The ones that I see, they don't look undernourished. They look young though.
That's my point. That's
They're
my
young.
point.
They're quite young, healthy-looking, strong African boys.
It's all organized. It's all organized. I can tell you that for a fact. And this is why I said, what's gonna happen is when this thing kicks off, we're gonna wish we took things more serious. You know
True.
what right everybody's doing now is, well, it ain't affecting me. I live in Chelsea. I live in Sloane Square.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. Keep continuing. And that's why that's why they do it in stages. Is that making sense? They come for everybody in different stages. So when they're ready to take that lot out, whoosh, because the middle classes are being destroyed. That's a fact.
The middle classes, yeah, they're gonna do that. To be honest, these days you either have a job or you don't.
Yeah.
You have a job or you don't. I don't.
Look
I
at the
don't.
cost of living.
I don't even see like because what they've done to the old school working class. We have kind of answered the question, and we're probably going to skate back around to it, but you can come up if you want. Like but what we're going to see, like I'm seeing a lot of the unemployed are UK whites, and this has been done on purpose. And I'm seeing a lot of Islam community. They find it funny, and
But
they
you know what? Okay. I said, when I come off, I'll send you some links, yeah? Because I was speaking to you earlier on. I'm going to send you some links. Look into something called the Carnegie Plan. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't heard that one.
Go look at the Carnegie Plan, all right? And you'll see, like I said, what's actually happening is all by design because they know that the YT class will not go down without a fight. That makes sense?
Yeah.
And that is why they're going to get their revolution. This is what's happening. Where a lot of other races, oh, you know what? Oh, well, I mean, let's face it, a lot of BLK people, they're just happy. We can adjust. With them, they're not giving up their way of life without a fight.
Yeah, they're not really, are they?
Because that's why they're the last group.
Yeah, I
No,
hate.
after that, after you overthrow them, oh, that's it, mate. This is why all the cameras are going up everywhere. Cameras in the car. Let's face it, ULEZ and all these things, the cameras, that ain't for no congestion. That's emissions. That's all bullshit. We know what these cameras are for. It's to basically to create the prison state. Remember, Starmer took out a lot of people out of. Oh, she's gone.
Sorry, I'm still here.
Yeah, remember Starmer let out a load of prisoners? Remember that?
That was fuckery.
Why did he do that though? To me, you only let people out unless you're planning to replace them with people in.
Because he can do that as a lefty, but they may as well just call it fuckery.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you, you took them out because you know you're planning to put other people in their place. Remember, you got to read between the lines.
Probably.
Probably.
No,
100%. That's what's happening. Come on. The man, they let out all burglars and bag snatch. No. They know what's coming. They know what's coming.
They do know what's coming. It's crazy. How do I... Is there a way for me to...
We're trying to do.
How do I even mute myself? I just need to mute myself for a couple of minutes.
I
think I'm
go
literally
down.
not even knowing how to use this thing.
If you go down the bottom, you should see 3 dots. If you tap on that, you see a mic.
Oh!
Did you do practice lives before?
No.
No. I'm not. No, I mean, like, because normally I think now to go live, you've got to go live 3 separate times. I'm pretty sure.
Something like that, but yeah, I just did these little random dead ones, but nothing like this. I did something, but I'm still learning on the go. One sec, I just need to mute. You can all unmute and chat if you want.
All right. Who's at the top? Top left.
Hey.
All right.
Hiya, yeah, so the question obviously that's up there, has anyone actually answered what was the Unite the Kingdom rally about?
Yeah, we were talking to it, but like in every other topic, you can obviously it expands. I mean, what do you think it was then?
I do think the main point of it a lot of people obviously wanted it to be because they want the immigrants to be sent back. They don't want them here, blah blah. But I think it's deeper than that. Obviously, I do think it's a divide situation. I do think it's a racist thing. I think it's an excuse for all people that are racist to come together and just say everyone out. I mean, I've been listening to some of these lives the last 2 days, and honestly, like the amount of people, like YT people basically, that have come on and said they just want it to be pure 90% English, 90% white. So for me, it is like, why would you say that? Do you see what I mean?
How much of a percentage though do you think of people think like that though?
A lot.
Yeah.
I don't think beforehand, no. And I think there's still a lot of people that it doesn't affect, and people don't see it like that. And that's not, because, there was a lot of people on there that were saying that's not the case. It's nothing to do with race. And I completely get that. But there are still a high number that it is to do with that.
I personally think it's not that high. I'm going to tell you why. Because, like I was talking to the host, a lot of our grandparents or some of us came over in the 50s and that. And personally, me as a kid, we played in each other's houses as kids. I mean, we get along. There's no problem. I think people got a problem with people coming and getting free stuff.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, and I disagree with people coming and getting free stuff as well. 100%.
This is fueling a lot of it, because I can tell you right now, my granny and them do not know where the job centre is, let alone to have taken money.
Right.
This is where I'm coming from.
And this is what upsets me about people who are coming who don't know the last 100 years of this country. We're river stock. We bought houses. We weren't the whole rude boy that turned into the London kind of rude boy thing. The original rude boys were making ska music.
Yeah, that's correct. And that's where the integration came in, you know that, through the music. That's a fact.
So when the old school National Front, it was always an issue with Islam. It was never 100% with the black, because the Jamaican community...
Black is not an ideology. It's just a colour.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I know.
So I always tell people, when people say black is not an ideology.
Even skinheads were trying to look like black guys with fades.
Yeah, man.
Then it morphed into a racial thing. It morphed later on, but the main focus was always Islam. And and then the Caribbean boys, they were making punk ska music,
That's
iconic.
correct.
It was a different scene. So what
Yeah.
I'm finding is the Muslims are trying to rile up hatred between the blacks and the whites. That's not really there.
I'm
So
glad that you've seen that, because a lot of our people haven't, and sad to say, a lot of our young boys have gone and run into that religion, and I'm like, Hobson,
I
have you
know.
ever studied?
And then what's going on as well, yeah, is that there are big time, big creators, right? I don't want to say his name per se, but he's doing these. He's basically inciting racial hatred between blacks and whites, and pushing it that it was racist and it's racist for everyone when it's not. But he's probably just doing it because he knows it gets numbers. Because what's going on? A lot of the Black British are adopting the Americanisms. We're not in America.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I lived in America. Totally
I've been
different
to
thing.
America twice, right?
It's a copycat. It's a copycat culture.
But let's not act like you can't walk down the street and you threat the police. We don't threat the police like that. Don't we live in a different
Darling, let me explain something to you. As a person that was photographing BLM, I'm seeing people standing there saying, "Stop oppressing me!" And I'm sitting there, Balenciaga trainers on, Bowman t-shirt. You ain't oppressed, bruv, and you're going on to a house in Nunhead,
brain.
Victorian house. Behave yourself, man.
In your brain. Do you know how many
You don't know what oppression is.
you know how many black Jamaican boys live in houses that are paid off for in top areas in London?
Darling, listen, as I said, most of us grew up in Victorian house.
This is what
I'm not coming from a council house background. I'm not being snobbish.
say sometimes Somalian girls and Caribbean people, because they will come and talk to you like you're trash. We done bought our houses. That's why we're cocking up our foot. We don't chat our business. We done bought our houses. We're not new to the game. We don't. We have
Somebody wants to come up. Somebody wants to come up, hun. Look, somebody said raise me up. One sec. Was it called Amzi?
Amzi. Okay, let me
Did
see.
you see the name?
Amzi.
Oh, is it one of them? Send a request, hun. Whoever your name is. Okay. Oh, you're gonna get people in now.
Hi.
Hiya.
I love what you're saying, and I agree with you 100%.
Well, this is
I was there on Saturday, and it was really nice. And I'm a British Sikh, and I get called the same thing, coconut, blah blah blah.
and this is what I'm saying. So I feel, but this is what
Hello. Yeah, sorry. Hello, yeah.
Yeah, the lady's
Sorry, I
talking,
was
bro.
very
Let
busy
the lady speak, bro. Let the lady
Excuse
speak.
me, is the ladies live and we're talking? Who are you to jump into our conversation? Go
No,
on.
sorry, I didn't hear you. Lot. Sorry, carry on.
Have some manners.
Huh?
Have some manners.
I just wanted to thank you. I just wanted to say to the lady at the top. Also, we got
Wow.
to be aware. We also got to be aware that the people that the pool of people in TikTok are a bit bonkers.
Yeah, I know.
And I try to infiltrate those lives that are kind of quote unquote racist, but those people are very disillusioned. They probably didn't even go to the movie as well. So you got the pool of people in TikTok can be a little bit off key, but also
Yeah, I know.
as well, I don't see racism. I see depression. I see anxiety. I see long-term unemployment. I see
Yeah.
low self-esteem. That's what I see.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying from what I've literally been on other people's lives like the last couple of days, and this is just what I'm getting from other people on there. So there's a mixture, 100%.
I hear you. There is some of that, but I see racism as a mental health issue. They don't. Do you know what I mean? But there's definitely those lives going on, which is funny that the algorithm don't do nothing about it.
Yeah, but why is there so much hate? Like, I just don't get it. Like, you know, why can't people just get on? Why can't we see it beyond people's colour and religion and all this? Like, it never used to be like this. It's just got so toxic, especially the last 5 years since COVID.
It's gone.
Yeah, you're right.
It's gone.
It's got really, really nasty. And I'm not being funny, right? I'm a British Sikh and I'm bloody proud to be British. We came here, we integrated into the communities. We don't have any drama. We don't have any issues. We have our beliefs, but we don't push our beliefs on anyone. We don't tell you to behave in a certain way because we're insulted and it hurts our religion. You know, we came here, we live in Britain. We have to become more adaptable to the way of the British way of life. If we didn't like it, we needed to go back home. Simple as that.
Well, there you go. What? Sorry. What did the guy at the bottom want to say? Omzi? Is his name Omzi?
Umzi, you're up.
Wait, can we speak now, or are you guys done now?
Oh, sure, sure.
Go on, mate. Go on, mate.
So what do you think? What do
Okay.
you
Yeah, the march was. Yeah. The march was very. Yeah. Was it peaceful? You reckon?
The only bit that was aggy was
Sorry.
it was peaceful.
100% peaceful.
It was aggy because of the police.
100% peaceful.
Yeah,
Did you go to it?
So what?
Was you there?
Sorry?
Was you there?
No, I don't go to it.
Or you
So
just
I
make
don't go to
well,
any
you're just
fascist
make
march.
you're just making up
No, I
what
don't
you
go to any
thought
fascism.
it was.
No,
So
one minute.
you're just making
I don't
up
go
what
to
you
any
thought it was.
fascism.
You was not there.
Yeah,
You
I
was
don't
not
go to
there,
any
so
fascism.
you haven't got an opinion
Yeah.
then if you weren't there.
How many?
What are you
Sorry,
going
how
on
many
by
Sikhs was there?
the BBC?
How
Are you
many
listening
Sikhs
to the
was there?
BBC? Are you listening to the
Only
BBC?
Bobby Singh was there, innit?
Yeah, whatever.
Only
yeah,
Bobby Singh was there.
He was there.
Only Bobby
So
Singh was
what?
there.
So
Huh?
what? Why does it bother you so much if Sikhs were there?
Okay, so
what?
sorry.
Why does it bother
Go on.
you?
So talk
You're
about
not the
so
only ones
so
who've got
talk about your
issues. We
sister.
haven't got
1 minute.
issues.
So
You're
talk
the only
about
one
your
who's got
sister that got
issues.
no,
You're the only one
talk
who's got
about your
issues.
sister
We
that got
don't.
raped in Albury. Talk
Yeah,
about your
you
sister
lot
that
have
got
been
raped
grooming
by
Sikh girls
Albury by
for you
two
lot
white
have been
geezers.
grooming Sikh
Go on,
girls for
fucking
60
speak
years,
about that.
mate. So
You
shut the
can't
fuck
go
up.
and speak
You've been
about
grooming
you
Sikh girls.
yeah,
You've been
you
grooming
begat it.
Sikh girls
You
for
begat it.
60 years, mate. Sort your own community out.
Okay, so you just said
The
something there.
pedo.
You just said something there. Can you? I'm hearing that the Sikh
The
community.
fuck where she in Albury where she got when a sister of hers got raped by two white guys. Where were
Yeah.
you?
Okay.
Were you by the good
So
water?
what? So should we
Were
hate
you by the
white?
good
So should
water?
we hate
Did
white
you land?
people?
No. Did
Do
you
you
come
want
to
us
the
to
good
hate white
water?
people?
Answer
You want
me.
to see?
Did you
No,
come to the good
your
water in
agenda.
Albury?
Wait,
You
shut the
begat it?
fuck up.
Did
Your
you come?
agenda.
No. Did you
Your
come to?
agenda. Your agenda is for us. You want the Sikhs to hate white people. That's
Right,
what
guys,
your agenda
guys,
I don't
is.
want
That's
that.
why you
I
guys,
don't
jumped on
guys,
fucking
this
want that.
bandwagon.
guys,
Where
It's
the
not
fuck?
gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Host, mute them a minute.
Big girl got raped
Mute them a
by
minute,
two
host.
white geezers. Where the fuck were you?
Brother, stop a minute. Brother, stop a minute.
let's
Host,
just
let me,
go
host,
chill.
host.
Standing
Brother.
by
What
the
I'm
Sikh
saying though, you lot
community.
can't say it's nothing to do with race
Right.
when a
Host,
woman
Standing
gets
by the
One
Sikh
minute,
raped.
one minute,
community.
one
I love
minute. 1 minute.
you
Let me say
fucking
something.
coconut. Don't be
Host,
fucking there, man.
host, mute them
Fucking.
for me. Let me speak to them. I'll do you a favor, host.
No. 1 minute. I want to
No,
know
let me
why did
speak.
she land
Brother, let
in
me speak or the
Saturday?
lady will
Yeah,
drop you.
but she couldn't go to a march against her sister that got raped by
Brother,
two
let
white
me
geezers. Where
speak.
is she? I just want to know.
Let me speak. Yeah, this is the lady's very first live, right? It's a good live, but we have to just keep TikTok language. Don't shout over each other because you don't want to end up getting bananaed, right? It's a good live. This is her first live. Let's try and be supportive, respectful. Do you understand me? It will help, and also we can have a really good conversation here. Does that make sense, guys? And I'll leave it at that. All right. So let's just try and do that.
I think
Right.
Aubrey, can I just say what
Yes,
he's
miss.
saying? He's not completely wrong though. Like what he's saying, well, that's what I'm going back to with the race thing. You lot can say, "Oh, I'm saying a victim," and blah blah blah. But the woman did get raped because of where she is from. She didn't get raped for any other reason. They said what they said and did what they did because of they saw her as a non-YT person.
Exactly. They don't.
Right,
They don't
now,
look at
let me-
colour
let me
anymore.
say
You
something
can't
there
come.
quickly.
You
No,
can't
1 minute.
come and
If
say it's nothing.
anybody
Let me-
not
let me
white,
say
no, sorry,
something
1 minute.
quickly.
No. If anybody not white, yeah, they're under attack. You understand me? Even
Oh,
you
Jesus.
BLP paper,
My
thinking, oh
friend.
yeah, we're all safe
My
and we're all this and that. Yeah, they're after everybody.
We are
They
not
only
under-
look at.
We're not
My
under-
friend,
Don't
you
say that.
cannot,
We're
you
not under-
cannot say this, my
That's
friend, with everything that's been
personalised
happening.
isolated incident. But let's not act like these grooming gangs haven't been happening since the 70s and they're
Exactly my point. I'm trying to
I'm
say
not
to him.
disputing that. I'm not disputing
Where'd
that.
you
I'm
get
not
your
disputing
balls?
that.
And also,
I'll be back in a sec.
also, I want to speak to Kurt about also the grooming gang are also doing it to Sikh girls as well.
For 5 decades, babe. 5
Exactly.
decades. They've been
Exactly.
grooming underage Sikh girls, which they have taken no accountability. Now they're stuck in our asshole just because and jumping on the bandwagon of the fact that two Englishmen, two white men, whether like until that whole news and stuff properly comes out, And you know, it is that obviously it's sad it's happened, but what's that got to do with me going there on Saturday? Well,
I
how
know.
does that change his life? Like, do you know what I mean? That protest was for against illegal immigrants coming, and the fact that illegal immigrants are coming here, we don't know who they are. No checks have been done. No background
There
checks have
was an
been done. And
anti-Islamic
hold on,
march.
I'm still
There was
talking.
an
And
anti-Islamic march.
there was a 5 year
There was
old
an
girl that got
anti-Islamic
raped.
march.
There was a 5 year old girl that got raped a few days ago by an illegal immigrant. Now explain that to me. Is that where we're going as Great
So
Britain?
go
Is
on.
that the Great Britain?
Okay, so
Shut
can you send me
up
the
for
source for that?
talking.
Can you
Is
send me
that
the
the
source
Great
for that?
Britain? Is that the
Send me
Great
the source for
Britain?
that.
Is that the Great Britain?
No.
Do
Can you send me
not
the source
think
for
there's a
that,
woman
Coconut?
walking down the street?
Coconut.
No, you don't. So
Coconut,
I'm
can you?
not
No,
talking
Coconut,
to
can
you.
you?
Do not call their names, all right? Let's just not call their names. Let's not do that, right? But I want to get to the bottom of the understanding of stuff that's been happening to Muslim versus to Sikhs, because
Yeah.
I've never met a
Okay.
Sikh I don't like.
So basically, it's been happening to the white British girls as well, and it's been happening to Hindu girls as well. It's been
Right.
happening since the 70s, and you know they were groomed, they were supplied alcohol, they were drugged, and they were passed around.
So
As
this is
in that sense, if you know what you know what I
what
mean.
I thought. So this is a much deeper
And
issue.
babe, and this same community is saying the girls asked for it and it's the parents' fault. Why wouldn't the parents? Can you imagine how when these lot are making derogatory comments like that, and then they're going on lives and saying, "Oh, we're going to convert every single Sikh girl to Islam." How can you say that we stand with these people? Tell me that.
I know. And
Would your community stand for that if someone said to you, "I'm going to convert all your girls"?
let me be serious on a serious level. The only people rude to me, right? If I was to really break it down, is Muslims, especially. And so, but what they're doing, and I can feel their seedy energy, and they're trying to befriend, but they think I'm dumb, and they want to try and convert me to hate, not to Islam, but to hatred for whites that I don't have.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want us. That's why they've got our sake, because they're like, oh, but they've jumped on this bandwagon and they're doing everything that they're doing is for clout chasing, right? They've gone today and done a visual for this the same sea girl this idiot is talking about, right?
Right.
Our sister, what's it got to do with you? Why are you doing a visual? She didn't die. We don't. In our religion, we don't. In our religion, we don't do a vigil. And the second thing is, they got warned yesterday.
Do you condemn them?
They were told.
Do you
by
condemn the
Sikh
two white guys,
family.
though?
They were told by
Do
the
you
Sikh
condemn the
family
two white
not to
girls?
go. They were told
Do you
by
condemn the
Sikh
two white
family
girls?
not to go.
Do you
They
condemn?
were told not to go. They went behind the seats today, and they went and done. They still went ahead with it. Now tell me, yeah. How would you?
Hell, you and
how
Bobby
would you
Singh, man, are you
respect
fucking married?
How would you respect this community? You can't.
Yeah.
All they do is cause division. Every time they say, "Oh, we're going to take over your country," they're antagonizing the British people, and then they wonder why they don't like them. Well, stop with your nonsense. No one else does it.
Also, when I say to them that these people are long-term unemployment, they get no service. They relish in their they relish in black crime. They relish in white poverty. They enjoy speaking about it. There's a guy called Dr. Samira who plays me as a doctor online. But I know he's not a doctor because I worked in healthcare for a long time. And he's doing overtly white racist background. Overtly white. So I don't know, man. Right now at this time, I feel like Black Britain, Sikh Britain need to unite, and we should all be there next year.
Can you imagine if we united? And
If we
these guys,
united?
they don't want. We can be united, and we'll be the strongest. We'll be stronger than ever. And it was so beautiful to see. Did you go on Saturday, darling?
No, you know what? I don't live far, and I regret not going. I watched it though. I watched it live.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I regret. I'm going next year.
It was amazing. It was so lovely, and you know what? It was just really good, and I can just imagine.
Did you go to Albury?
And I can imagine the next one's going to be bigger and better. It's just going to be amazing, and I'm so glad that we're doing this now. We're starting to take a stand.
I think so too, because
There's no hate. There's
Yeah,
no hate. We don't hate anyone. We get on with everyone. You know,
that's part
we
of your
treat everyone
religion.
equally. Why can't they do it?
That's part of your religion.
Exactly. But why can't they do it? Why do
Because
they have
I
an
don't
issue with
know. I'm
everyone?
sorry, but something's going on, and I don't trust it. And if it comes to the point where, boy,
I'm so sorry if I disrespected you. I came on your live and
because
I'm sorry
me,
I got angry
I
and I'm
wouldn't.
sorry if I said anything. I really am. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not me. I don't. To me, if I could have it, people could say anything. But I just obviously people got to be careful because we can't get taken down. I've read
Yeah,
this.
no.
It's only my first
Yeah,
time. I barely know what I'm doing. But at the same
yeah.
time, I feel like this needs to be spoken about. The unity between black, white, and Sikh, man. That's the future. That's the future of that's the future of England.
Exactly. Why can't we just get on? Why does it have to be, oh, it's our way or the highway? No.
Yeah, I
You've
know.
come to another you know, just get it infuriates me, honestly.
It's this is what I'm saying. Hi, Peter.
Good evening. And can I just say, before anybody else speaks, that I
Yeah.
applaud the pair of you. I think what you've been saying this evening is absolutely wonderful. And thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pete. Because that's how I feel.
Thank you.
I'm not going
Thank
to
you,
let
Peter.
anybody switch me. And I can go a step further. I've never met a Jewish person I've never loved. I can take it there
Yeah.
if I want to, right? So
I live in Smethwick in North Birmingham, and we have a very, very
I don't know what happened there. I didn't meet him. I think
I think
someone called his phone.
yeah, he must have got a call or something. But you know, I just don't understand why we can't all live in unity. Why does there have to be so much
Yeah.
hate?
Hello, listen, sorry, I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to shout. I genuinely want to talk, yeah? Listen, I've got nothing against white people. I'm a Muslim, yeah, and I've got nothing against white people. I don't know why you guys make it out like all Muslims hate people. Yeah, I don't understand that. There's black Muslim, there's white Muslim, there's all type of different colors of Muslim, yeah? I don't hate anybody. It's the fact that you gotta look at this march, yeah. Only literally 100,000 people went there, yeah, and it was an anti-Islamic march, yeah, and it was all hate towards Islam. They whipped up a Shahada that had Islamic writing on it. They whipped up the Palestine flag that children are dying over, yeah. And you guys acting like I genuinely hate Islam. Hate white people. I don't. My neighbors are white people. My best friends white people. No, I mean, I don't understand this shit. It's just that why do you guys make out that Muslim hate you? Like, I don't get it.
Well, because it's what I've experienced, especially. I know this app is full of negative.
So you had experience then? Is that what you're saying?
Especially on, well, to be honest, it's more
So you're generalizing all Muslims
No,
being
but
bad
it's
then?
not-
Is that it? Yeah.
I'm not saying that all Muslims are bad.
So if a black man was to hit me, I'm not gonna say all black people are bad.
I'm not saying per se all Muslims are
No,
bad.
that's what you tried to say though.
Yeah, but you're generalizing though. Why are you generalizing?
Who?
Honey,
No,
I get generalized.
I'm talking about the house.
Yeah, I get generalized every day.
I mean, like she generalized.
So why are you
Every night she goes, "Oh, white
Why are you
Muslims are
posting
this
as
and
a
Muslims are
mixed race
that."
man? Why are you posting as a mixed race man? Why don't you have your real picture or a picture of an Islamic man?
Who are you talking to?
You.
What do you mean?
Why are you posing as a mixed race man?
What do you mean? That's my picture.
That's not you, darling. Because you are the part of the crew that go online and pretend to be black or pretend to be white, and you.
I don't need to pretend to
and
be
you
anything.
rile up and you-
Why are you generalizing about
I'm not
a whole
generalizing because
religion?
I'm suspicious of you because
You've got so much hatred in
I
you.
don't have no hatred for no
You got
one.
hatred in you, man.
I don't have hatred for no one.
You have hatred. So why are you generalizing about
I don't
Islam
have
and
hatred
Muslims?
for no one. I'm not generalizing
You're
nothing.
spewing your hatred.
I'm not spewing nothing.
Yes, you are, man.
I'm spewing nothing because if this was a black girls rare thing, no one would have nothing to say in it. So I'm at a point where I'm just doing what I'm doing because there is no protection for when black girls are getting drinks all day on here. So I'm just putting out what I'm seeing, and what I'm seeing is a lot of
What are you seeing?
A lot of Muslim people are aggy on here, and they talk to me like I'm dumb. They're very aggressive, and they encourage me to hate white people, and I don't. And so once again, why is your picture of a Muslim?
Who's told you to hate
Sorry,
white
babe,
people?
can you
Who's
rise
told you to
Sophie,
hate
please?
white people?
So say that
Can you
again.
rise Sophie, please? Can you rise Smokey, please? He's Sikh as well.
Let me see.
Some questions. Is it okay if I ask them?
Yeah, sure. So, what do you think? Do you think what was the rally about? How do
Host,
you,
do you mind if I take over?
no, one sec. We're ready to speak. And one sec, guys.
All good, all good.
One sec.
Yeah, the rally over the weekend, from what I've seen, I think it was, in my opinion, it was right-wing dog whistle, whether you lot want to believe it or not. I understand the basis of the march, but from what I've seen, it just seems like I understand the whole anti-illegal immigrants thing. I think illegal immigration there needs to be a stop on it, but I don't know, when people say it's about British culture, it's about protecting women, and some of the things I've seen people were shouting National Front and all those things.
I don't know where you got that from.
Well,
You probably got that from a Muslim person.
no, I didn't. I actually saw it on the internet. Actually, it was a black man.
I didn't see that at all.
Okay, so culturalized, because you didn't see it, does that mean it didn't happen?
Not necessarily, but what are you saying? Do you feel like this is about? Do you feel were you offended by this racially?
I'm not gonna say I was offended. I was just disappointed because it's not about protection, or it's not about the good of things. When people were memorializing Charlie Kirk and doing hackers for Kirk and Trump and that type of thing.
I just saw the hacker thing this morning. That I was like, where did that come from? But yeah,
Host, do you mind if I jump in for a sec?
yeah, you can jump in for a second.
Cool. Adam, I got a quick question for you. A very simple and basic question. Do you think? Can you hear me, Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Peter, I think Peter's got an echo, or someone's got an echo. Can you mute yourself, Peter?
Who's got
I think it's Core, Peter. I can't tell.
maybe it's Peter.
No, it's Core.
Cool. Literally, so you know what I'm doing. Okay, cool.
That's better. Cool, thank you. Adam, I got a very simple question for you. Very, very simple question, okay? Do you believe slave owners deserve any respect?
What kind of question is that?
It's a very simple question. Do you, as a Muslim, as Adam, do you believe slave owners deserve respect? Why is it taking you so long to answer, Adam?
Clearly not, no.
Oh, they don't. So you agree all slave owners deserve no respect?
No.
Cool. Do you see Muhammad himself?
Stop spewing hatred, you.
I'm not
mushrik.
spewing any hatred.
Yeah,
Adam.
yeah. Listen,
Calm down.
mate. You're spewing
Calm
hatred.
down, Adam. Adam, calm
You're
down.
spewing hatred.
Adam, calm down for a second.
No, I'm not going to
Okay?
calm down. Don't spew hatred about my religion, yeah?
I'm not spewing any hatred. I'm
Good
just
thing
reading from
your
the
face is
scripture.
hidden as well.
That's not me, my
You
picture. You
coward.
fool. Your face is. Your
Don't
eyes
ever
are.
disrespect my religion.
Black guy, bro.
Adam, calm down, Adam.
How dare you
Adam,
disrespect my
calm
faith?
down. How did I disrespect your faith? How did I disrespect your faith?
Because you're making the wrong assumptions.
Wrong
Don't talk about my
assumption.
religion.
Tell me where was I wrong, Adam? Tell me where I was wrong.
Are you a
What
Sikh?
did I say that's wrong?
What religion are you?
Answer my question. What
What
did I say
religion
that
are
was
you?
wrong? I'm a Sikh. Tell me, what did I
So
say
what's
that
your
was wrong?
problem with me?
I asked you a simple question. What did I say that was wrong?
What do you know about my religion?
What did I say that
You
was
don't
wrong?
spew about my religion. I've seen you
Adam,
before.
are you getting
Like,
so angry
Stick to
for?
the prompt.
Stop
innit?
spewing your
Adam, you
hatred.
calm down. I'm not spewing any hatred, Adam. I'm just reading from your own scripture.
All right, guys. All right, Spooky.
You don't have a scripture. What's your scripture?
Adam, what
Wasn't
do you
about
think-
Islam. Why are we talking about Islam?
Yeah, like,
Exactly.
Adam, what do you think?
These
about-
Sikhs, right? They got hatred towards Islam.
They don't have. It's not part. It's not part of the religion to have hatred. Okay, Adam.
No, you got hatred towards my religion.
I have no hatred.
I don't hate
I'm on
you,
defense mode.
Adam.
I'm kind of like.
I don't hate anyone, Adam.
And like generous. So me, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm on defense mode right now. So, what do you think about the rally? Adam? What are you saying? What do you think?
What do I think about what?
stop the rally? Why would you come up if you didn't?
I thought it's a complete joke. It was against Muslims. It's an anti-Islam rally.
Yeah,
Can you prove that,
He's
Adam?
paranoid.
Yeah, I can prove it.
You
Why
can't
did they
prove
rip
it.
up the? Why did they rip up the Shahada,
so can
which
you
is the
explain
Islamic
How,
Declaration of Faith? Why did they rip
how
that
did
up
they
on
rip up the
stage?
Shahada? I thought
what
the
is the
Shahada was
Shahada?
words.
Can you explain what the Shahada is?
It's a Declaration of Faith. Why did they have to rip that up?
But it's not.
How do,
Why
wait,
did they
Adam,
rip
Adam,
up
Adam. Okay, Adam, I'll explain to you. Okay, do you believe an ideology that allows slavery and domestic?
You don't know my
Answer the
ideology
question.
because you don't have a
Answer basic.
religion.
Adam,
You
calm
just
down,
follow
calm
it.
down. Adam, calm down, brother. I want to ask you a simple question. Do you believe a religion that allows slavery, domestic violence, and so much more deserves any respect?
Okay. Do you believe in your religion, Sikhism?
Yes, I do. But can you answer my
Okay.
question, please, Adam?
Who's the founder of Sikhi?
Adam,
I'm
can you
gonna
answer
ask
the
you a
question?
question with a question. Who's the founder of Sikhism?
Adam,
You
focus
two,
on
I
the
need the
question.
next wife
Okay?
for you two because you.
Why did your
Adam,
guru go to
focus.
do Hajj?
He didn't go to do Hajj, Adam. That shows your lack of knowledge. Answer my question.
So
then.
is your guru a liar? Is he? Is he a liar?
Answer my question. He never said he went to do Hajj.
Yes, he did.
Donut.
You don't
Adam,
even know
Adam,
your own
Adam.
religion.
Guys,
Adam, you're a child in your own faith. Adam,
You
host.
don't have a faith.
as funny
This
as
is
this
host.
is,
Can you
yeah,
get him to answer the simple question, please?
as funny as this is, yeah, let's just recalibrate and let's see what Bourne's saying. Bourne bad 676. Okay, what's that?
Yeah, all right. Look, yeah, the rally, yeah, it was a white supremacist meeting.
Is that
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah,
But what is so supreme about the white people that were there?
they're all far right. They're all racist.
Okay.
If they're following Tommy, listen. If they're following Tommy Robinson, yeah, they're racist as far as I'm
So who is
concerned.
Tommy
Me
Robinson?
personally, yeah.
What is
All right, Stephen Yaps.
Tommy Robinson is a
Listen,
convicted hooligan.
forget all that, man. I don't care about his hooliganism. That's nothing.
That's
It's
part of his
minor.
brand, though.
I'm not
That's part
interested
of
in
his
that.
brand.
All right. What I'm saying, yeah, is he was originally a BNP member.
Right.
Then he was an EDL creator.
But
Then he started
what was the original?
jumping on the back here of
What
Britain
was the
first.
original name of EDL?
Now he's got all these people to come out, yeah, and rally, yeah. And the rally, yeah, all right, was more so about the grooming gangs and stuff like that, yeah,
That's
which
what
is
most
fine.
people
Would have
are
liked to have supported that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't see myself supporting Tommy Robinson. Do you get what I'm saying?
I
So
understand that.
everything, yeah, that you lot or whoever feels, yeah, that he's some superhero, he's a chief, and he'll always be one as well. Simple.
So
that wrong,
what do
man?
you think about when he goes on say POK podcast like Young Spray? He actually paid for the hotel for
Listen, I unsubscribe from Young Spray when I see that shit there, man. I've got time for that.
Is Young Spray a representative of the black community?
No, he's not, but he's a
Like
representative.
Young
Yeah,
Spray is
he's
a
a
useless guy.
representative.
Like I don't
He's a
understand.
We know
representative
that, but Tommy Robinson
on
is
the
trying to
internet.
connect to the black community
Yeah,
via him.
Yeah, that can never happen, bro, because Young Spray obviously don't know him.
Yeah.
Don't know nothing about him. Didn't do no research.
But what is him? What is it that about him that is not exactly what he seems? What is it about
Look,
him?
right, firstly, yeah, he's got a vendetta, yeah, against Islam. Yeah, it's quite clear to see. Yeah.
So on a geopolitical scale,
all right, and he's supposed to wait, check it out. This march here was supposed to be about the problem that the YT people have in their community up north. This is what the rally was supposed to be about. But it was also, in conjunction with migrants. He was on the attack, of black people, a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Or a month ago. Didn't even apologize, even if he got it wrong. He got it wrong, we didn't hear nothing from him.
Right.
There was recently, a gang, a YT gang, that were convicted, about 9 of them, for all sorts of indecent behavior,
Right.
Then there was 2 separate YT guys, as well. Never hear nothing, no condemning, nothing.
Right.
That march, that they did, in London should have been held, in the areas, that all this assaults and stuff were going on in. It wasn't. It was brought to London.
Because to me, I think it's kind of deep that this alleged enemy of the government was able to build a stage on Whitehall. I'm not sure if people even realise that Whitehall is the same road as 10 Downing Street. So this guy is an affiliated guy.
When you got support, the support, from Israel, There's not much you can't do out here.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Why were they also
Okay,
waving
so this
Israeli
is what I'm
flags at the
seeing,
march?
what I'm getting at. So on a global scale, do you think there's a power struggle between Islam and Israel and Israel?
No, there's no power struggle. There's no power. Islam's not in competition with the West. The West is falling.
You
The
think?
West is
Okay,
crumbling.
so what's
They've got.
happening in towns like Minnesota? There's a huge influx of Somalians in towns like Minnesota.
But what's that got to do with the UK?
I know,
Yeah,
but
it's
we're talking on the
It's global.
geopolitical.
Everywhere you get an increasing Muslim population.
yeah. Well,
They
then maybe
erode,
yeah.
they
Well,
erode the national culture.
Peter. Well, maybe yeah. The West need to stop bombing places. Yeah, killing people,
Listen,
displacing
these
people,
are
terrorizing
colonization
infrastructure,
bullshit.
and then you're not going to have an
Let's be
influx
realistic.
of
In the early
people
days,
or
how do you
foreigners.
think
Yeah,
Islam
trying to get
spread
to
across the
safe
Middle
havens.
East? It spread
guys.
across the Middle East through military conflict,
Right.
with Islam invading other countries
You
across
don't
the
need to
Middle
know
East.
how
and
Islam.
spreading their
spread.
religion.
Well,
Okay,
that's not
guys,
listen.
guys,
Where?
Guys, let me
Peter,
speak.
there's
Let me speak. Born. Okay, so
yeah.
we've got to check it, right? What has happened to East Africa? So, and why are they using Somalians who can cosplay as black freely when they are like infiltrate, like getting into cities in America? It's an influx of Somalians because then they can pander to the left and black America because they convince them they're from Africa even though they're from America. They convince them that. So there's something going on with using Somalians to enter countries, and then they actually have another underlying agenda of taking over the country through military. Because obviously in America they've got Second Amendment, so they can't pay people too much in America because you can have guns, which is why I don't think there's going to be a
It's
situation.
one state though. Minnesota's one.
So if we're going to be obsessed, if we're going to be obsessed with British colonialism, we need to also take a look at what Islam has done to Africa. Because there was a Somalian girl that told me that I wear Indian hair. I wear Afro textured hair, and I asked her, "Do you have a clitoris?" And she said to me, "I don't need one. I don't need one." Therefore, she has been a victim of female genetic mutilation, right? Which is under the guise of Islam. So, is it okay to mutilate black women in East Africa?
But wait. I'm circumcised, yeah. All right.
Are you
I'm
Jewish?
circumcised.
Are you Muslim? Are you Christian?
Yeah, I'm born a Muslim.
Okay, you're Muslim.
But I'm just saying, yeah, like females, I'm sure they have a
This is
circumcision,
very different
just
from
like the males has a
Cutting
circumcision.
off your clitoris.
Yeah, but you have to understand as
very
well, yeah. Do you
different
see where you
to
the way
skin,
now,
my
now
love.
chill, yeah. Do you see circumcision, yeah, is actually more healthier, all right, than non-circumcision.
I
Do
like
you know
a
what I'm saying?
circumcised thing. I don't want a bread.
No, I'm just saying, innit? So
Got born, FGM and male circumcision are two different
Exactly.
things. And what I was gonna say is, I understand culturalized. I get what you're saying, but don't you like you can understand? There's right wing extremists.
Yeah.
There's quote unquote
yeah, but that's what you saw on
So
the
when people
weekend.
in Islam do that type of thing to girls, can't you realize that that is also a form of extremism?
Right.
Like
That's
it's
a
not
cultural practice. It's not from Islam.
Well,
Listen,
when they
if the
use
parents,
Islam to
if the
justify
parents
it,
feel they need
it's
to
extremism.
circumcise, yeah, their children, yeah, that's what's going to happen, innit? There's no
the
Islam
woman shouted
to
at
do
me
with it or
before.
the decision.
She shouted at me telling me.
Yeah, I get, but culturalized is one woman. Like that doesn't mean the 1 billion and something Muslims are doing that.
Sexism within the community.
Yes, and there's sexism in this country also. Like, can we?
But do you not think that there is a threat, a power struggle between Islam and Islam?
Yeah, but why do you think there's a threat in the United Kingdom? That's what I don't
Do you say
understand.
between Israel?
Yes. Because
before I get in trouble.
when was the last time you went to Marks and Spencer?
Well, I got one just over the road, innit?
Okay, so
like,
then we're Israeli, aren't we then? Because we everything is Israeli. So technically we're already under Israeli control, no?
yeah, but like if you're gonna say it like that, technology, like a lot of it comes from Israel as well.
So we're
Do you know
already.
what I'm saying?
Well, technically,
China build it, trying to
And me,
build
I'm
it,
Jamaican,
trying
so
to get their own.
I can trace my Hebrew Israelite roots. Maybe I'm the real Jew after all. Maybe that's
Well,
why.
look,
That's
the
why black people
people
like
of
to wear
Israel
wigs,
that are
because
there now don't belong
part of
there.
Jewish
They're
part of,
Europeans.
right. So end of the day.
Actually,
So say that again, Peter.
you said they're European,
They
mainly.
are Europeans.
Who Jewish people?
The ones that are in Israel right now.
All sorts
Be
of
on that
The
plane
ones
to
that claim, yeah, the ones that claim, yeah,
I'm
that's
one of the
their land.
feelings of playing who play in different positions. You know, you can play left back, you can play right back, you can play in a back five.
I don't even know what that is. There's all sorts of Jewish people right, from Ashkenazi. They're from
Yeah, that's right.
Armenian
But
Jews.
that's Europe. That's
Ukrainian.
Europe. The
Back
Ashkenazi
to the top
Jews.
level. So he's got a
I don't know what that is, Peter.
Yeah, parts of Russia, Ukraine, Poland. Yeah, even stretching down to England as well. France.
Yeah, end of the day,
Yeah, Peter needs to go.
yes,
Like Peter coming here talking nonsense.
do you think that maybe Tommy Robinson is Jewish? That maybe Kate Hopkins is Jewish?
Yeah,
He's
but whether,
financed by the
whether or not they're
Jews.
Jewish, yeah, whether or not they're Jewish or they're not Jewish, yeah, they're supporters, they're sympathizers.
So
They're
do you
no
think
good.
maybe that they're just
Their system, yeah, is crashing. This is why we're having all the problems, yeah, that's been going on. This is why all the problems
the
have been
system
happening
ain't
since
crashing? I think it's
2001.
more and more vibrant,
Yeah,
more and more. Okay,
when
so
they made Muslims, yeah, a priority.
did
Yeah,
you
and ever since, gone.
did you attend the rally? Did you watch it?
Why would I attend it?
So so you don't know about the European politicians that they had on stage?
Did you hear what
You
the
see those
European
European
politicians were saying?
politicians?
What was that
They're
about?
all right-wing racists, man.
So
You don't get it.
Extreme.
You see Australia.
What
Australia's
was
doing
it
their
about?
march here on the
Why didn't they
20th. Yeah.
introduce them to those people? What is the next step?
Why? Because yeah, that's part of the manipulation, innit? That's how you do it, innit? Like if you don't know Tommy, yeah, like we know Tommy, yeah, or like I know Tommy, yeah, then you're not gonna understand, yeah, like the facade, yeah, that he's doing. This is why the journalists here get upset with him, because that's what he's portraying at the moment.
Well, you're getting close. So why was, say, Elon Musk there on a video link?
No, but Elon sent his
Musk
blessings
is
though.
literally a right.
Apparently,
He's
Elon
literally
sent his
right wing.
blessings. Apparently, Elon sent his blessings.
Yeah, Musk is on a different wing. He's on a different thing. Yeah.
No, he's not, man. Musk is apartheid.
Yeah, he's
South African.
Musk is literally a product of South African apartheid. Like,
Yeah.
he's not a good person.
Weird eugenics vibe, and with his made up accent.
Yeah, but
Why
Coach,
was
man,
he
you've got to
there?
understand, yeah, is the West, yeah, is falling, crumbling.
I think, to be honest, I think
And-
that is Muslim talk. I don't think that's happening.
No, it's not. It's just facts.
And it's getting slicker.
If you know,
and
if you
more
know about
frightening.
what's going on in Africa, yeah, if you know what's going on in Africa, you will know, yeah, that their time done. Their time done, man.
So what?
Yeah, now you can't come in and bully no more. You have to come and do business now. And if you ain't got the peas, you ain't getting nothing.
So
And
I
then
feel like
you-
Britain
Europe-
is in denial of the Israeli influence in their life.
Say that again?
I think Britain is in deep denial about the amount of Israeli influence in their life.
No, they
Deep
know about
denial.
it.
They know what-
about
they
it.
know
They
exactly
know about
what
it.
they're
There's nothing they
doing.
can do about it.
It's
Nothing
not
they can
deep
do about
denial
it.
at all.
But remember,
Why do you
yeah,
go to
Israel,
Marks and
yeah,
Spencer's if you don't believe in terrorism? If you
Who said that? Who said I went to Marks and Spencer?
Israel
My man
fund
said he went there
most,
the other day.
if not
I go
all,
there
the
every week.
political
I go there
parties out
the other
here.
day. I go to Sainsbury's. I might even get a Starbucks. But what am I paying into? Every step you take, that's a song they could have sang there. So every step you take financially, who are you paying? Who are you paying?
Did you go to the United Kingdom rally?
No, but I'm going next year, and I'm uniting with British Sikhs and British white. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
stay
do.
there then.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
yeah,
that.
you stay there with them then,
Because
right?
I'm 2 steps from being pro-Israel.
Yeah, all right. See you later, man.
Bye.
2 steps from being what?
Bye. Because you're just on your little the typical black man.
See you later, man. You're a sellout.
Bye. Bye.
Wait, is you saying you're 2 steps from being pro-Israel?
I'm 2 steps from being pro-Israel.
So my question is, what if you wanting to go to the march
I've been
next year?
invited already.
What do you aim to achieve?
What do I aim to achieve?
Like
Right.
what do you want to change
I don't
in
want
this
to change
march?
anything. I'm just aware of this next steps in the geopolitical game. So me sitting around acting like everybody hates me and this is about me, is technically there's no dog. Technically, there's no dog for me in this fight, and I'm just a pawn. Black people now are like a pawn in the game, and they're desperately trying to get black people involved in what they're doing because there were black people there. If you go online and there's this one, I can't remember her name, but there's a African girl, like a British African girl, who they've adopted as their poster child of like encouraging black people to get involved in the rally. They literally paid for her hotel. They paid for her to cut. They drove her down. Like, well, I'll probably post her. Like, she's got all this footage of it. She was loving it. She was in there with Tommy Robinson, with that other woman, Katie Hopkins. She was all up in it. She was there, like in the scene, because they want to swing the vote for the new political party. So the problem I have with people who are against the rally, they don't even get who was even there. They have no idea of who's even there. All they know is that they're just seeing it as, oh, it's racist, I'm not getting involved. That's how they're seeing it.
What do you know? What is Elon Musk known for? Do you know his political views?
I know understand the nature of the beast, and I'm aware what's coming next. And if I had to pick, I'm not Islamic. Full stop. I'm not Islamic. I'm not getting involved with them because all I get from them is a lot of aggy, a lot of sexism, and a lot of rudeness. Hiya. How you doing?
Evening, host.
Hiya. So what do you think? What do you think the rally was about?
I think it was uniting Britain as one, and going against a lot of the bad stuff that's happening. And I think it was a good thing what they did to prove we're not standing down to all the shit that's going on.
Did you go?
I couldn't, unfortunately. I had my child, and he's only 6 months. So
Right. Fair enough. So to you, would you see it as something that all British people, regardless of background, should go to if they're coming in peace?
yeah, of course, anyone. I think anyone should go if they believe in like Great Britain as we are, like standing together. Yeah, I believe in everyone should go. Everyone's welcome.
Well, that's how I see it, but a lot of people are still seeing it as this like an anti-black, anti-black, but mainly anti-Islam.
Well, I don't think that's the case. So if you're British, you're British, and if you believe in what everyone's standing for, you believe in it at the end of the day, no matter what your background is or where you might have come from,
Right. Okay, cheers. Creation, Han, how you doing?
I'm good, babe. I'm good.
So what do you think the rally was about?
You know my stance on this.
Well, okay, you say, because obviously other people don't know. What do you really think that the rally was about? Even if you want to go far out, what do you really think it was? Well, I know you don't sweat the small stuff. You're just into the real, what really it's about.
Well, Mr. Robinson is getting paid by the Zionists.
Yeah.
Okay? If you go into Company's house and you check on who his companies are being paid by, you go and do all your research and check what company. It all leads back to the Zionists.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
The elites.
Yeah.
The 1%.
Right.
Red Shoe Brigade.
Yeah.
Okay? And people need to wake up about this.
Yeah. And people just, I think people just need to get into reality and see the global playing field of who is running the world and the battle between Islam and Israel. And what side you want to be. If I'm going to pick, I'm rolling with Tommy and Israel and them. Sorry to say. I'm rolling with Tommy and Israel and them. That's how I'm seeing it.
Are you being not culturalized? I just genuinely want to understand. You would rather support the Zionism because you want to be on the quote unquote winning side? Because I'm confused.
No, I'm not on no one side. I'm staying in
No,
my own lane.
sorry, Creation. I was asking the host.
Sorry, babe.
No, it's not. I get what you're saying, and I respect your stance. Ultimately, deep down, but I'm an Aquarius. I often keep myself disconnected with everything. But I want to get involved for once. And the reason it's not necessarily that the winning side. I'm already accepting that I'm already in Israeli control. So why would I want to be in Islamic?
Mum and Dad have takeaway containers.
Considering what Islam has done to the world, why would I want to be in Islamic control? When I like Marks and Spencer's, I like Sainsbury's, I like my freedom, I like conversating with Jewish people, I like how Jewish men treat their wives. So why would I want to be under Sharia law?
Law.
Why would I want to be under that?
But we're not. We live in Britain. We're not under Sharia law.
Yeah, but what do you think will happen if Israeli don't continue controlling Britain? Really, two players in this world.
We're going to continue being complicit in G-side, point blank.
Okay, so but
that's what's going to happen.
So basically, Islam don't do nothing around the world, and they're completely innocent.
No one has actually said that once, you know. Just because we're condemning one side, that doesn't mean we condone it for other sides. And that's what I believe is very disingenuous about these Save Britain rallies. Because us condemning Britain, for example, doesn't mean we're condoning what extremists are doing in their countries and in other countries. Nobody said that. But we can literally walk and chew gum. Like things are not happening in isolation.
So what do you think's wrong with the rally? Like, what was wrong with that?
Well, from what I have seen videos of people doing hackers for Trump and Charlie Kirk. I don't understand what that has to do with Britain at all. I've seen British people waving Israeli flags. Last time I checked, we are in Britain, so I don't understand what that has to do with anything. A black man took a video of his friend in the middle of London shouting, "National Front, National Front, National Front," and he had to confront him and ask him, "Why are you shouting National Front when we live together, we do things together, we hang out together, but you're now here shouting racist dog whistles, and for what?" And then recently there was another video of people shouting at a brown girl says, "I was born in this country," and this woman said, "Well, you should shut up and go home." But
if stuff like that shouldn't be happening. I do agree. Like that.
But it did happen, and it wasn't just a minority of people. Like let's be point blank.
So in a lot of these rallies, that shouldn't be happening, right? And I do agree with that. But also, there's like, for example, there was a little rally about the Charlie Kirk incident, and then there was a black woman screaming and shouting about how he got shot in the neck. She's celebrating it. Like, obviously, I'm not going into that part because we're not talking about that. But you could say that about a lot of things. Any rallies you go to, you're going to have people like saying different things, even though it's not okay. That's not what the whole rally was about.
But maybe as somebody who is my family's been here for a long time, by the time I'm elderly, it'll be well over 100 years. I'm not afraid of any kind of British person, including a quote unquote racist one, because to me, I don't necessarily believe, I think it's a social construct and it's a mental health issue. When I see those types of people, I see long-term unemployment, depression, social anxiety, low self-esteem. Plus, I used to work in fraud prevention in DWP, and I used to speak to these people all day. And it's not necessarily a working class; it's a benefit class that the government have created, and these people feel let down. So obviously, the only thing you can do is try to take it out on what you think is affecting it. Because let's face it, as a nation, we have been actively dumbed down, and we're confused, and there's a lot of information. So I'm not afraid of a racist person. To me, that doesn't bother me, right? I will go to
Islam is not the reason why we're being turned into a benefit state, though.
I don't know how I just said it was the government.
No, but you said people should blame what they think is wrong, and
I said the government has put people in the. So it's a big like game that the government has been playing with the UK. It's like they've been actively ruining the NHS, actively not hiring people from Britain of all backgrounds, actively actively cutting what's it called, cutting funding for British people, including right to continue to continue their studies within healthcare, and replacing them with hardcore, like with essentially nurses that can't speak English. And I was deep into the hospital life, and I witnessed things. That's a whole nother thing. So to me personally, immigration ruined the NHS, but that's a whole nother life. So to me, this has been a massive game to lead to this build up to get to a European one.
So, do you think Windrush was a mistake?
No. Windrush.
Okay, so
because my family made a lot of money out of Windrush, and Jamaicans are well integrated into the country.
So, what was the reason? What was the reason behind Windrush then?
Windrush was because it was a post-war effort of the Commonwealth. And then my auntie was given a passport to come over, and she bought a house in London, and that's how my family are here.
So immigration. So is immigration still the fault of the
Windrush
NHS?
set the pace as like a almost near perfect example of immigration, and we integrated to the point where we made music, we started families with each other. Like the way that people walk, the way that people act, is because of the Windrush. It's the last 100 years is so complex. I've traveled a lot to a lot of different European cities, and London is so amazing in comparison to how we all mix. And when we went to school, we all ate the same food, we all listened to the same music, we all fancied the same boys, we all fancied the same girls. That was my experience of growing up in the 90s. So then obviously what's going on now is something very different to a post-war effort and a Commonwealth. Very different. Let's see.
I'm gonna let other people speak.
I have no problem with immigration.
Neither do I.
No, I know what you're saying though.
It's a very different type of immigration that what's happening now.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But the problem I have is with the illegal immigration that's going on.
Because and then I get people trying to go, I get it's always Muslim people trying to round me up to hate Britain. Remember that when that Windrush person got sent back, they never had their papers, love. That's why they got sent back. If you don't have I don't care, you could have been there for 100 years. If you don't have your papers, because a lot of people can get lazy and think, he got lazy and he got caught slipping. He never had his papers. And then that caused a whole whirlwind where then they had to bring the Liverpool team down to London, and then they were just handing out passports to the Windrush lot just to save face, because it was one of those situations where a civil servant didn't use their discretion and pull their management aside and say, how can we deal with this discreetly and cleverly?
If we was to go to any other country, we'd have to do it legally, right? So why does it get to happen here?
And going into a country bareback is insane.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like Great Britain's just accepting it all the time, and it's absolutely insane that people even think that it's all right. Like, it's not all right. You don't know who's roaming your streets. You don't know where they're from, what beliefs they have. Yes, there might be a percentage that are genuine. They're coming here for the right reasons, but we don't know that.
Exactly. World famous, are you over 18? Did you want to address the prompt?
Yes.
I've got to go now, but yeah.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
No problem.
You want to address the prompt?
Yeah, quick question. It's all started from these wars. If the wars don't start, you wouldn't have this migration problem.
Oh, so it's basically British-funded wars which destroyed these countries. That's
what's causing the big issue at the moment.
So in terms of when you're saying immigration, which problem are you talking about? Are you talking about the people in crossing the channel, or are you talking about the people in the hotels?
Okay, let me explain. You know, like Afghanistan, Iraq, yeah. Look how many millions of people died and how many millions of people lost their homes, and and the governments that created the wars have not fixed their countries at all.
Yeah.
This is why the migration is
Is that
happening.
because maybe they're quite difficult to fix because there's a lot of like rogue groups that
That's the problem. That's the problem. They haven't funded. There are no governments abroad. They haven't funded nothing. They love starting wars. They don't want to fix it.
Because once you go into a country like under the guise of weapons of mass destruction or under the guise of they have an obligation then to then actually
Tony Blair said Iraq's got mass destruction of weapons. Yeah,
we all know that.
There's no such thing there. It's a complete lie. It went for the oil.
All of that is those kind of things that happen is clearly above our head, though.
Yeah, and these, I mean, obviously in Britain, people say we want our country back. Don't start the flipping wars in abroad then. If you want your country back, no one wants to come here. No one wants to live here. These people are coming here because you destroyed their countries.
Okay, let's have that there because there's a lot of Islamic things that are.
And plus, let me ask another question. Islam has nothing to do with anything against religion or hate or anything. Because if you look at it, Muslims are the countries that have been torn apart. Who's destroying it? The West countries, the Western, and Israel. Israel, look what Israel's just done now. Bombed Qatar. Why bomb Qatar for?
Because there's a power struggle, girl. Like that's what I've been saying.
That's what I mean. It's just
so Britt, what are you saying? How old are you? Over 18? Can you address the prompt?
Yeah, I'm over 18. I think
I was going to be a girl for some reason. I just
basically, I think it's not just one problem. There's many problems. People come across to the UK. A lot of them do come for a better life. Now, for legal migrants, there's a lot of Indians and Pakistanis coming across, but there's no war there. And in addition to that, I think basically our current problem is there's been too much immigration in the last 5 years, but the infrastructure of the country hasn't been built to accommodate that. So you've just got too many people coming in at a time when we're facing hardship already. And cultured, what you're saying about the power struggle, that's also correct, because you've got different blocks forming around the world. You've got the West, you've got China, Russia, India, and you've also got the Gulf countries all banding together. So I don't think it's one problem as such, but at the Unite the Kingdom rally, I thought it was the right thing to do, but there were two speakers who I thought made comments against Islam. Now, I'm not a Muslim, I'm just telling you what I saw and heard, and I thought they were out of order.
They were spreading violence. You mean I don't mind to see England flag all over the lamppost, yeah? There's a reason behind it. They were spreading violence. That's not representing England. That's spreading hatred in the communities.
Is more so because I honestly believe, right? Everybody's always going to. I don't think there's ever going to be a civil war here because, quite frankly, people here don't have the resources. They're not in America. There's no Second Amendment. We don't have the guns. Because all it takes is like 1 or 2 layers of riot police to stop a bunch of people.
All right. You know, Elon Musk said, yeah, Elon Musk, whatever his name is, yeah, he said,
fight or we
live
die.
telecast, yeah. He said, fight or you die.
Yes,
that is.
What do you mean by that?
Basically, that is interfering in the British affairs.
He isn't.
Why is he saying that?
But what did he mean?
You shouldn't be saying that.
But what did he mean? Fight who? Who are we fighting?
He's telling the British people to fight all the foreign people that are living in your country.
Are you sure? Are you sure, or is he telling to fight?
That's why he's citing.
Or do you think he's telling to fight Islamic people?
That's why he's citing
Why would it be Jamaica's issue? Jamaica's not part of the global political playing field. We just like to make music and like just do our thing. We're not major players in the
It doesn't matter.
Why would he want to fight me? Why? Why would
they're playing race card? They just want to play race card. That's where he's gonna be.
He literally said, he said to the right, he said the left are people are going to want to fight, are going to want to fight you. So it's either you fight or die. And we know that Elon Musk literally funds the right wing. We know that. Like, let's not be intellectually dishonest. We know who he was talking to.
Do you see yourself as left wing?
I'm not right wing. I know that. But yeah,
I'm
maybe
really
you could say that my views lean to the left because I don't want to be discriminated against. That must be a left leaning view.
Mindset that all right wing people discriminate against anyone.
Did I say all white?
I didn't say white. I said right wing because I'm right wing.
Did I say all right wing?
Conservative. I'm an open-minded conservative person. I think you should. If you're a homosexual man, I think you should be very conservative with how you run your homosexuality. I think people should be conservative with everything that they do.
But I didn't say all the right wing. But he generalized the right wing, so I'm just repeating what he said.
Right. So
he told them it's either you fight or die.
Are you Islamic? Are you Christian?
I was raised Christian. Don't really.
So you're not okay. Fine. So famous world. What are you Muslim?
Yes, I am. Yeah. The question I love to say is,
you
know what?
One more time. Did he say to fight? And was he referring to Islam or was he referring to everybody, anyone that's not white?
I think he was referring to Islam.
Exactly.
He was definitely. I think he was referring to like everyone that's not right wing. Okay. Knowing Elon Musk, because what does South African Boer man have to do with what's going on in Britain?
Because he wants. This is all about the one. What he just wants to be. What would you say? He wants to be a consultant. When they figured out what they want to do and they can speed up this industrial revolution and this AI stuff. He wants to be the right-hand man. So when they say, okay, we've got the little black boxes in zip cars, we've got the little black boxes in Ubers, we know how to do the self-driving thing. We are confident we can release self-driving cars on the London street, which is why I think the mayor blocked off the road so everybody has to just drive in a straight line and turn left to make it easier for self-driving cars that they've already implemented in San Francisco. He wants to be the guy to supply that. That's how I see him. It's a money grab. Brit.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? What were you saying before?
I just mentioned a few of the speakers who made inappropriate comments at the rally, but I think you are right in it is a money play for the rich in the world to bring in their technology, so there's more surveillance of us as well.
So I see him. He's just making a play. I don't like to live. I don't want to ever live in a world where I feel like I'm attacked. And I think what happened to Black Britain is that they've adopted. A lot of black men in England have been romanticized into Islam, whether that's through the jail system or whether that's through sexism. And I feel like a lot of Black Britain have also adopted the nature of Black America and assume that people are attacking them. I feel like the Windrush community do not feel like that because we've been here the longest and we have a different relationship with the UK. So me personally, like I said, next year, I'm going to that rally.
I do think for black men that have reverted to Islam.
There's basically a lot of people, it's their choice. No one's forcing to convert to Islam.
Forces them to take the Shahada,
Everyone's got a choice to make what religion they want to be in. That's their choice. No one's forcing no one.
You feel disillusioned. A lot of black men feel like this patriarch system is for only white men, whitey men, when I personally think it's for all men, because I know black men with good jobs.
I mean, like, you know what? Sometimes if all it takes someone to read a Bible or Quran, just have a read of it. What he says. What does he say in there? It doesn't say about hate the nations or hate the whites, hate the blacks. It's basically Quran's all about. Islam's all about spreading love, not hate.
It's meant to be, and I've met there are some Muslim people that I see as it's a very unique. Some people say it's not ideology, but some see, obviously a lot of people see it as a religion. but I have met some people who express Islam beautifully. There's some people who don't. And unfortunately, it can encourage extremism. Do you not agree that there can be some extremism within
I mean,
Islam?
all we want to see is just peace around the whole world, love and respect and peace. No hatred against no one. This is 21st century. I mean, I don't understand why a lot of people, I can understand the governments. There's a greed there, because they want to start wars and make bombs and blow people up. Yeah, that's the government for you. Why people don't understand? Yeah, blaming a religion has nothing to do with these governments.
Yeah.
I think
I feel like
Islam.
obviously in the UK, I feel like they're using identity politics and political confusion, because when I was talking to people since like over the weekend, they couldn't name me one European politician that was on that stage, and they couldn't name me the political party that they were promoting, which is
Okay. Someone just commented. Say, why did Hamas attack Israel? Were you there? Were you there? No, you wasn't. How do you know what's happening against Israel and Palestine? They've been fighting for a long time. They got conflicts going. Spreading social media and brainwashing people. No one knows the truth. Conspiracies are all over the world. You know what I mean? Even with the bloody twin towers, who did it? They did it themselves. Yeah, just to start a war against Iraq. Everyone knows the truth. You know what I mean? How do you get through security? 3 planes you hijacked and blow up the bloody twin towers. You can't blow up the twin towers.
That was a very weird time. Because I remember
The governments do things to kill their own people just to start a bloody war. Simple fact is, that's what goes on in the world.
This is a major. This is the most bizarre political stage I have ever seen. This is the most bizarre situation I've ever been. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the live because I need to go out and I can't concentrate. But this is super cool. I really kind of low-key enjoyed that, even though I don't know what I'm doing. So when I go out and come back, I might do another one. But,
Can I just make one comment?
yeah, sure.
I think basically there was a lot of anti-Islam there, and I'm not a Muslim, I'm a Sikh.
Yeah.
But I think in the coming years it's going to be very hard for the Muslim community, because with the grooming gangs inquiry, it's just going to be drip, and
Yeah, I mean, if you look at grooming gangs, it's more white people, than
I'm not.
any
I'm
other
not-
ethnic background. Yeah, it's less. It's 25%, 75% are English grooming gangs. You know.
I've got a sneaky feeling that the Islamic grooming gangs have friends in very high places, and
But there's an inquiry.
And
It's like saying
they've been doing this to Sikh girls and Hindu girls. So it's not just a working class white underclass issue against Muslims. And I think that this goes deeper than we can ever imagine. Maybe even as high as King Charles, because he has an interest in Islam, doesn't he?
Every race has a problem.
No. Literally, Trump is literally on the Epstein list. I don't know why we're so focused on Islam when it's happening right in front of our faces. Like, so we should all be fighting against that one issue. Like, not Islam, not Sikhism, not one group of people. We should be fighting against the issue of rapists and child groomers and all that type of thing. But when we start putting an identity to it, that's where the divide is. Because
I see the point. Yeah, I mean, what these far right are trying to say is Muslims raping gangs. Yeah, look at your own people, man. Do research. Look at your own people. What they've been doing. Raping young girls, yeah.
I think
when I pick up girls from clubs and pubs,
deeper than we could ever imagine. I think it goes all the way to Buckingham Palace. I think it goes deeper than we could ever imagine. I think this goes all the way to the internet, or whatever it's called, the dark web. I think it goes to the parliament. I think they have been selling and gang raping and people trafficking since the 70s, and this is over 50 years. That means they're making.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna say, yeah.
So
any guy that rapes, yeah, chop him off. Simple. They should be chopped off. Yeah, it should be like not a man, not a woman.
That's what they would do in Arabic countries, yes. But I think the reason why it's allowed to flex because it's a power struggle. So in a weird way, the AI people then they would say, all right, then here's a little child robot. That's your thing. But under this government, they have an obsession with the flesh and the baby and the child. And I'm going to end the live there before I go too deep. Thank you for showing. I'm going to make